can I work as a team when you just told me I'm a division? You just asked me, and you cannot eliminate the meaning of division from my mind, because then that tells me my boss determines my career. Forget the guy next door.
Sam, would you want to comment on the perils of these functional silos that we create in organizations?
That's a good question, because functional silos actually are organizational cancer, create the organizational cancer.
Oh.
And somehow or the other, this cancer must be combated. Now, there is a reason why functional silos exist. The silos were created for good reasons, but then they were populated by bad behavior, and that has created the problem. Let me try and explain this. If you look at organization structure in general, it comes from the Roman Catholic Church. The Roman Catholic Church has a structure which is very hierarchical. It is from Pope to priest. And there are, I think, about 8 levels in that structure. I don't think it has changed in the Vatican, even now, since it was created. And if you really look at organizations, forget about these fancy names, it's still the same. From CEO to the front line, there are about 8 levels.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much 8 to 9 levels you can, any large organization or medium-sized organization. Right. But see what we have done with it and think about it. So what do we call it? Finance department. Now, just stand back and think, what does the word department mean? The word department is arrived at or derived from the word depart. Depart means go. It is not something that brings people together. The very word itself, and mind you, this is the meta language working in my head.
Mm-hmm.
The word depart from childhood, I have learned, depart means go.
Mm-hmm.
So the department word, very, very, similarly, we have like division, marketing division.
It's divisive.
Divide. I mean, just think of the words
It can be divisive.
And this is the last hundreds of years we are using these words. They're the worst words you can think of using. And then we say you must work as a team. How can I work as a team when you just told me I'm a division? You just asked me. And you cannot eliminate the meaning of division from my mind, because then that tells me my boss determines my career. Forget the guy next door. Also, the very language we have used for organizational structure, I am in disagreement with it. Human resources. Human people are not resources. People are people, for God's sake. So we have populated our structure with words that actually compel us to behave in silos. And then we demand that we should not have silos. So really speaking, Steve Jobs did a great job at Apple. He created this circular structure. And where the whole he was one of the most successful dismantlers of organizational structure as we traditionally know it, and to really work against these barriers. Because if you say division and department, you created a wall. Having created a wall, you can't say now peep through the wall and be a friend with the guy next door. So we need a new language for it. We need new behavior. Most importantly, we need new measurements for it. Yeah. And we don't have those. I'm not aware that we really have genuine measurements that will challenge these silos. So we need to actually do research on new measurements. What new metrics can we have, which will, maybe the laws of teamwork, the Sam's laws of teamwork that I talked about, which is says I am the problem. I create more problems than someone else. I need to give first in order to be able to get good things. Maybe, that needs to be inculcated more in organizations to combat these silos which are created by us because of the language we have used and because of the measurement systems we have.
Okay. Fair. Thank you.